Scotty.
So that's it.
Hey! She has answered your question. One day I gotta see you. Just give me some minutes with you. Some minutes with you was like 3-4 hours. Wow. Tuesday, I was like, I want to see you again.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Mrs. Rejoice Nathaniel. I'm self-employed, a fashion designer.
I like that. I like that, right?
Yeah.
How about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Nathaniel Araromi. The lucky husband of this beautiful woman here.
I like that line.
And I'm a medical doctor by profession, based in Ibadan.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, viewers. My name is Araromi Josh. You're welcome to my channel and our channel. And if you are joining us for the first time, can you signify by raise of hand so that we can bring to you our pastor's greeting? Okay, I was just joking. So if you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming. And if you are new, remember to subscribe. It's somewhere there. And remember to smash that like button. So my guests today are Dr. and Mrs. Nathaniel, right? Yeah, thank you very much. So once again, you're welcome. And as I said before, this is how we met. So the first question here is, when was the first time you ever saw her? When was the first time you ever saw her, sir? I would like to start with him.
The first time I ever saw her was in church.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think they used to hold an end of the month prayer meeting.
Okay.
And then I always had the habit of sitting on the front seat in church. I don't want to get distracted.
So you sit in front.
I sit in
so you focus.
Focus on what God is saying.
What God is saying.
Well, fortunately enough for me, God brought something to the front. You know, it came.
It came.
It just came.
Just came.
And I was like, oh, this is a good thing. You know, I really didn't have anything in mind, but I was like, wow, who's this really wonderful sister who had a beautiful voice?
Yeah.
You know, she sings, and I'm like, wow. And I'm into music too, myself. And
there was a connection.
Yeah.
Was there really a connection?
Well, I won't say there was a connection.
But that, okay.
I just admired. That was the first time I saw her.
Okay.
I admired that, oh, there could be such a face to a voice. You know, and
there's a matching. That's beautiful.
But it was just
a normal
one-off thing.
Yeah, one-off thing.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
So how about you, ma?
Okay. Well, the first time I saw him actually was in church too. I went for a choir practice.
Okay.
And although I've been hearing people talk about pastor son, but I haven't met him one-on-one. So when I went to church for choir practice one evening and I saw him on the keyboard.
I was on keys.
So I saw him on the keyboard. I didn't even greet him, funny enough. I just passed off, and that was the first time I saw him.
That was the first time you ever saw him. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so my next question here is, did you feel anything when you saw her? Like when you first saw her, was there like someone said, Holy Spirit minister to me? At that point in time, did you feel anything at all?
First meeting.
Nah,
it was just simply. I guess then I was just too spirit-minded. And I was I'm the kind of person that I actually appreciate good music. Anytime,
anywhere.
And then I like to appreciate the people I find research and probably get in contact with them and encourage them to be better. You understand? So for me, it was simply platonic. There was nothing really.
Hello. How about you, ma?
Oh, nah, nothing.
Nothing?
Oh, yeah. And the reason why, because hearing about him, you know when someone is in town, sisters in church,
he's good on keyboard.
Son,
yeah.
This is it. So I heard his name from so many sisters. And it irritates me. Like, let me not use the word irritate, but I don't like when sisters talk about a particular brother. Like, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I wasn't that. Like, I just feel, what's up these sisters? Like, why would you just want to? And I'm not that kind of person. So that's why I didn't even think, I didn't even greet him the first time I saw him. I didn't give him the second thought.
Sure. That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So after all this, like, no conversation, first time you saw him, no feelings, nothing dropped, nothing. So along the line, what was your first conversation like? At the point when you guys interacted? I will start with you.
Okay.
Your first conversation.
First conversation was actually the first time I met him.
Like one-on-one, in person.
Yeah, and that was because my sister was to go out to school. He schooled outside.
Okay.
In Ukraine. So, and I'm daddy's daughter, like spiritual daughter.
Okay.
So, and daddy was aware of my sister going out. So she said, "Oh, my son finished graduate from Ukraine. You should come to the house so that he can just kind of like tell you what you need to do, help you through some process." And that was the first time I saw him. So the first time I saw him, I remember I said, "My God, I'm sick. I'm going to meet this guy that I don't want to see again."
So what was the first conversation like?
Just greeting. Good evening, sir.
And I was like, hello.
Hello. God bless you. So, and that was all?
And that was actually all because funny enough that day,
Okay.
I was coming back from evangelism.
It was in spirit.
Right? I was really in spirit. It was a Sunday. And therefore it was a Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday
And
evening.
I'd gone and I was so much in the spirit. I'd gone out for pastoral evangelism and I came
Ministers
back.
to souls
And then I came back and I'm like, oh, somebody didn't know. Oh, how are you? God bless
and then you went inside.
Yeah, I know. That was something that I wanted me to engage them in a conversation of sorts. So that's how, hello, how are you? So what's up? And then after the meeting, she kept quiet while I dished out.
Focused on your younger sister.
Yeah.
So, and that was
that.
And that was all. Well, so along the line, how did you two become friends?
Who started?
You start, sir.
Okay. So I think it happened 2 weeks later.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
When
2
she
weeks later. She had left because she was leaving that. Was it the next Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was leaving a week from the first time we ever had a conversation. That's her junior sister.
Yeah.
So when she left, a week afterwards, one or two few problems arose
Over there in Ukraine.
for the sister, and then they needed me to intervene in one or two ways. So I remember it was a Wednesday, and she called.
The number was switched off.
My number was switched off, but later on she got through to me, and I was at work then. Again, I was doing my house job at General Hospital, Mina.
Niger State.
Yeah, and then I got a message. I was like, okay, and I called her. I was like, hey, I'm at work. I'm on call that day. I'll just rush down. And can we meet at Mr. Big somewhere? Let me have lunch while we could discuss it. It was simply like I just wanted to help and be gone. And the reason was that I had this mindset before then because I told God that at that moment I told God that I was going to sleep like Adam, and when the lady comes she wake me up. So I was not.
That's another punchline.
Yeah.
You sleep like Adam, and when she comes, she wakes you up.
Yeah. So I was like, I was not really. I was not looking for anything. I came at someone that really wanted to really help and sort the problem out. So that's why we had the first conversation. We got talking. And it was like, and I remember first confession, right? When we started discussion and everything, she got all happy. The people who actually, tried to help the sister almost, swindled the sister, duped her and everything. I could see the hurt on her face, and I was like, she really doesn't know what. That's when she builds a wall around her so that nobody will hurt her easily. And my mom was like, don't build a wall. Don't build a wall.
In your mind.
Don't build a wall. Don't build a wall. Because I all of a sudden I was like, I think I want to get And I began to say, you don't have to build
a wall.
So that you allow people to
come in.
Have friends. Friends.
After friends.
And she was like, okay, and then, me, I don't sing, I don't really I'm just myself anywhere,
anytime.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So and that was your
that's the beginning of conversation. After that, we exchanged numbers.
Like properly.
Yeah, properly exchanged numbers, and I was following up with the sister. So as I followed up on the sister, and the sister's stuff was solved, we kept on following up.
Each other, like follow up, continued.
Followed up, just messages. Hello, hi, how are you? How's work today? Send godly messages. And the rest of that. And
how about you, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it, right? I want to hear your own side of that same conversation.
Okay.
After
she left, funny enough, the first contact, when we were in the car, he was giving his number to my younger sister.
Okay.
I intentionally refused to
collect it, yeah.
Because I don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So I didn't collect the number. So when she had issues 2 weeks after, oh my god, reaching her, then I think she was just settling down.
Okay.
So I had to contact her. Okay, please send me his number. She was the one that sent his number all the way from Ukraine to send his number. So that was when I contacted him because daddy was not around. I actually would have gone through daddy, not even him. Yeah. So I collected his number. I told him, let's meet and everything. So he booked our meeting and we went.
Went to the Mr. Biggs and all that.
Yeah.
All right, that's beautiful. So at this point, were you in a relationship before?
Yep.
Okay, at this point
I was not in a relationship
at that point.
Actually, what happened was this, right? Before I left school, I'd already prayed and I had this dream that there was a lady somehow. So I'd already begun to look for a particular spec according to the dream. So I met with the first person, we really got on. It was so good. We became so much friends, became so close. And then I had a mentor then who, anytime I began to think that there was some sort of living likeness to a person, I go and tell the person that, see. So the person told me and said, don't you think this lady is engaged? That's the first person. And I was like, nah, she can't be engaged. The way we are relating right now, that lady is not engaged, and push comes to shove, eventually I found out she was engaged.
Oh my.
So I was like, and then before that, then 2 weeks, just 2 weeks before our first ever conversation, right, I was already deep into a second relationship or sorts.
Okay.
And then it was something that I was serious, she was serious. Funny enough, I met her online.
Okay.
You understand? And I was supposed to travel to Lagos to go and meet her for the first time. That's 2 weeks before.
For her.
And then the night before, I would pay for my ticket online. You if you got a ticket and you get given 12 hours to pay
online. Yeah.
So I did the booking maybe say 10 p.m. at night. I was like, okay, the morning I'll make
the
payments and all the rest of that. Only to find out that I had a dream overnight, and then the dream was very revelatory, giving me a warning that if I go ahead with pain and going to see this lady,
person in Lagos.
I was on my own.
Wow, it was that direct.
It was that direct. I had to call the lady in question. I'm like, hello. I was in tears. I'm like, hello. I can't do this. She was like, why? God told me I should not.
It was that direct.
It was that direct.
Also,
I didn't have any. Her. Yes, I could not tell her any reason. I was like, God told me I should not. That's all. Whew. I cried so much. I actually even wrote a song about the event. Right? And then that was the moment I told God, I said, God, I'm done. I'm done searching for myself. I'm going to, I said, God, I'm going to sleep like Adam. When Eve comes, wake me up. So basically.
And 2 weeks later. Everything happened.
Yeah.
So
the
how
rib had been
removed already. So how about you, man?
Okay.
Were you in a relationship at that time?
I can't say I was 100% in a relationship. And I was pulling out of the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're pulling out before you met him.
I've not pulled out 100%, but my mind was not in that relationship again, even though I still, because how am I going to feel? How am I going to leave this guy? How am I going to understand? Yeah, so I was already pulling out. within me, I pulled out of the relationship.
So somewhere on the table of God, he was pulling this guy out and pulling this lady out, and it was that's beautiful.
So along the line, along the line, what was that thing that attracted you to him? When you guys started talking, you've exchanged numbers at this point, the conversation already, sending messages, godly messages. So what was that thing that attracted you to him?
His love for God.
Oh my God.
Like, he loves God so well. Like, there's no pretense in him. It's pure. That's what I can say. Like, you can see it genuinely. Even though people feel, sure, this guy is born again, stuff like that. No, it's like, I know, like, he's real. He doesn't pretend. He loves God. He loves things of God. Like, he's genuinely born again. I know. Like, that was absolutely what attracted me to him. And his passion for souls, his passion for purpose, like, trying to bring out a lot. Like, he did brought out a lot in me. Like, a lot. That was adventurous things.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Your thoughts, sir?
Yeah, for me, it was more like, I can't really say everything attracted me.
Right from the first day at the
the first day, that first conversation, what attracted me to her was
voice.
not talking the voice. I'm talking about that day when she said, I built a wall around my heart.
Okay.
And I'm like, no! No,
Just don't do that.
Don't do that. You know? And then later on, getting to know her, getting to talk with her, found out that she was a listener. She was someone who listens, who wanted to be better. You know, I felt like, I could actually give so much of myself. You know, it's a beautiful thing when you find a lady who understands that someone else wants to bring up better in you. And it's something, yes. And it's very beautiful for a guy to find a lady who knows that, wow, this person actually values the fact that I could really contribute something significant to her life. So from that idea of knowing that I could contribute something significant to her, I then realized that I was not just contributing something significant to anybody's life.
Okay.
But I was building my own castle.
Wow, that was beautiful. Alright, so the last question here for this episode. Along the line, when you were friends already, at what point in your friendship, did you realize that it was time to move to the next level? Now the next level is praying and seeking the face of God and all that. At what point?
I think for me, I grew up of the opinion that you pray when you want to cross water.
Okay.
Pray before you get to the water.
Okay.
Because the skill of a sailor isn't when he's already on the sea. It's actually before he knows how to navigate, before he enters the ship. So for me, that was my own case. I cannot categorically tell you that at any point I did some 3 days fasting and prayer and all that to discover whether she was the one. But I believe that prior to them, those spiritual activities served the purposes of making sure I was able to hear God's voice on the go. Do you get?
Yeah.
So it was not, God, I'm seeking God for this situation. No, I've had God multiple times, and then everything I was doing from time to time was because I was being directed by Him. So this was just another opportunity for God to speak. And that was, for me, that was the fascinating thing about it all. So I at some point in time we got in discussion, and then she invited me for her birthday celebration. And you know, the man first sees. And then I was like, that day we started with God talking, and I'm like, oh God, I could use this company for life. You know, and then I saw I saw this speck walking. I'm like, oh, Jesus. I don't want to lose this one. But I kept it to myself.
You kept it to yourself.
But then, because of the strong kind of attraction I had that Sunday, it was on Sunday.
Okay.
I was like, and there was Salah holiday Monday, Tuesday. I was like, Monday I gotta see you. Just give me some minutes with you. Some minutes with you was like 3-4 hours.
Wow.
I don't think we even went for Monday by also the movie. I don't know.
Oh man.
And Tuesday, I was like, I want to see you again. And I'm like, you know, it was the bond. And then all we're discussing was like, you know, but more like genuine to the extent that, God, man, this babe was like, I'm pouring in so much into this jar. Yeah. I need to drink and walk. You know, but I was not praying, I was just doing it. And then it was a part of my mind, I was like, even if it's not for me, even if it's not for me, she must just be the best for anybody. Do you understand? So, what in my mind I was like, Papa, I'm the reason why I saw we even be sleeping sharp. You get?
Okay.
So, and then a point when we knew what to get in, we had already passed this stuff, this preliminary stage. That's after that Sunday. She had gone back to school. I think that she was still in school in Abuja. And then I was back to work. And then I remember, I think it was within that week, by weekend. I said, oh boy, shoot your shot too. You know, we say like this, you just late.
I just pour it into the
jar.
jar.
Pour it into the jar, man. First, know whether the jar will be yourself. I call her one night, I was on call. I'm like, hey sis, what's up? How you doing? Blah, 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 blah. We got talking. And I'm like, if you were me, I would choose me. I would choose you for me. Do you understand? On a level like this, like, if you were me, I would choose you for me.
Did you get that line? Don't worry.
Like, be in my shoes, please, and pick yourself for me.
Pick yourself for me.
You understand?
Yeah.
But if it's not, and that's when she now told me, oh, I'm in a relationship, and I'm still in a relationship. It came like a Tyson punch. It's like it was knockout.
And you went to the ground straight.
I went on the ground straight, bro. I landed on the hands of Jehovah.
Oh God. And then you
And then I was just like, Holy Ghost was like, don't worry,
just calm down.
Whatever is your own, it's yours. It's yours.
I like that.
And then at that moment, I was like, well, I'm not going to struggle for this one. Right? I said it before that I'm giving, even if it's not mine, she's going to be the best for anybody. You can't do anything less.
Yes.
Okay? So at that moment, I knew I wanted to go to the next level, but I let her alone to make a decision, a choice, or whatever it was as it pertains to our relationship. Right? And then going forward, you know, God began to give me, I didn't pray, but direct revelations about her and a former relationship. Such so that in one of such revelations, God revealed down to the very state of origin of the guy. Wow. And I'm like, the guy in origin comes from this place. He comes from this place. I'm like, and she could decode it.
Can you see the way she's laughing? She's smiling.
I said she could decode it. She could decode it. I was like, well.
I was actually the one that interpreted the dream.
She was the one that interpreted the dream. Because I didn't know what the dream was about.
And you didn't tell him about
and she didn't tell me about the guy.
And you didn't find out.
I didn't find out about
You
him.
didn't push, that's not the
I didn't push, I didn't ask who's the guy, what are you doing? I just left. But I had that dream and I told her, we are two, I'm sure we're married. And I'm like, but there was this particular guy that both of us had green lights, right? But the other guy had these characteristics, blah, 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 blah. Even though eventually down the line, it was like, me and me, but this guy told me he was going to this place and he came. Well, what does the dream say? She was like, wow, okay, that's the guy I'm talking about. I'm the person you're talking about. The guy comes from the place you said the place this guy is coming from. He went back to. I'm like, ooh, okay. Oh my God.
There was a Joseph to actually give the interpretation.
Yeah, she was the Joseph, and she was interpreting her own dream for herself. So I'm like, God, you're the man. She was fighting for me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as I earlier said, I was not fully in a relationship. I was actually fed up with the relationship. So, and I was praying to God about it, and He was telling me to let go of the relationship for some reasons actually. So that was why when he asked me if I want, if I'm in I think he asked if I'm in a relationship or so, and I told him yes, I'm in a relationship. And I told him exactly. And the funny thing is that I don't want, like, in as much as I like his personality, like I love his personality then, but I was scared. Oh, pastor son, you know, I don't know, like just the fact that what people say, you know, that kind. So I didn't actually want to even go with him. So I just kept praying. I kept telling God, praying. So that dream he had was actually one of the strongest confirmation for me. For me to, I interpreted the dream, and along the line I prayed to God, and God gave me confirmations that He is the person. So I didn't even tell you.
She just, I think it was afterwards, a week afterwards or so, she was like, go and do the right thing.
Yeah, I just told him to do the right thing because of the church where we are. So definitely.
Alright, so that's the last question for this episode. And if you enjoyed this episode, I would simply say smash the like button and hit the subscription button so you don't miss out on the next few episodes that are to drop on this channel. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode.